Scott Boat's here with a story about a great dad who's overcome so much. But now he's faced by the scorn of the mom who gave him his child, blessing, then took her away. Somewhere. This is a story about a case in Grayson County, Texas. Sherman is the county seat. But every day in America, good fathers are fighting an uphill battle just to see their own children. This is the story of Michael and thousands like him, who are being alienated from their daughters and sons, with no one to fight for them but themselves. Dads and all my brothers and sisters, let me tell you about Michael. He's a dad near Sherman, Texas, who hasn't seen his 4-year-old daughter, Blessing, in months, going on years. What do you think that will do to Blessing? Statistics warn us about the long-term dangers she faces. Depression, anxiety, anger, mental health worries, and naturally, the concern about Blessing trusting all the wrong men and all the wrong women. Blessing is absolutely the victim of abuse through parental alienation. But only rational people can see that. Blessing is likely to suffer the effects of that abuse for her lifetime, unless her superhero, Michael, finds her and the courts help. What happened is, the mother moved away, possibly in violation of a court order, and won't let Michael see his own child. His calls are blocked, his texts and email go nowhere, and Mom's girls posse won't help. Of course, neither will the men around her. Regardless, just what is Michael to do? The system, it's slow, complicated, and expensive. The system works great for itself. So, do you really think protective services will step in? There's no credible fear of physical abuse. For all the working-class dads like Michael or DeMarcus or Orlando, it feels like the odds are stacked against them from the start. Michael's not alone. I see fathers like him every single day, men who love their children, who show up, who try, who fight, and yet they're forced to watch from the sidelines as their exes run away with the kids. The damage is real to the father, to the child, and to the very fabric of our society. Intermittently, I get nasty, hostile comments from social media trolls. Well, why don't you do something for these men? Do you ever work for free? Of course, you can guess the sex of those shrill posts. The fairer sex is certainly sensitive. From my view, they are Exhibit A for my own case. Kids need their dads. And the culture needs kids to have their dads. Enough is enough. The law claims that children need both parents. But every day in this country, children are born with a father who is supposedly unknown. But that's utterly impossible. I'm a social science guy, and even I know that. If Michael was given equal protection under the law, right from the start, Blessing would know her daddy. But we failed Michael. Not just me, or the cynical social media trolls, but all of us. Dads must be named upon the birth of a child. It's a mild burden on any mom. Moms must be required to name the father of their child when the child is born, and the father must be given notice of his child's birth. That's equal protection under the law. Likewise, dads must have equal rights to their children at the start, out of the gate, and yes, right out of the birth canal. Welcome to the world, little Blessing. You know your mommy already. And this guy here? Well, his name is Michael, as in the angel Michael. And the law requires that you have his last name. It's called a surname. He's your daddy, sweet child. And speaking from experience, I assure you, he will love you forever. Until that day comes, that's why I'm here. And lawyers like me, we help Dad navigate this system, to give Dad the tools he needs to fight for his child. Whether it's filing an enforcement action, seeking a modification, adjudicating paternity, becoming the decider and the primary parent designating the child's residence, or holding the alienating parent accountable, we've got your back. But you must fight back. Reach out and remember, change begins with a conversation. So speak the truth. The standard orders are destroying the family and the culture. I believe in fathers like Michael. I believe in Michael because when Dad shows up, society wins. If you're fighting for your child, or if you know a dad who is, let's talk. Let the social media troll off. We have your kid to save. We have our culture to save. Every Blessing out there deserves to know her dad, and every dad deserves to be a father. Scott K. Boats fights for dads. When dad saves his kid, he saves the culture. That's not just me talking. Every piece of research everywhere proves. Dad is the indispensable parent. Moms who hide the child from the dad will surely face justice and karma and responsibility. Call or email me if I can help you. Scott@boatslaw.com, 713-664-4010. One dad, one man, one child of a living God to another. Remember, The 3/5 compromise was always unjust. The idea that some people count as only 3/5 to others. We changed that, which sets us apart from so much of the world. Likewise, how unjust it would be to say that it should take the testimony of 2 or more women to equal that of 1 man. So, it cannot possibly be true that 47% of a possession order equates to equal parenting for a dad, or that it makes sense that a mom should be permitted to hide the identity of her child's father. The idea that any child has an unknown father is pure mythology. We must evolve. Dad must be equal to mom from their baby's first breath.